Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the new Spring 2025 campaign is out since 4 hours now. New Spring campaign now for the next 3 months, and I want to look at the brand new world records set within this short amount of time, and let's see how much the players have cooked already. Hopping into map number 1. Let's see, already it's over 1.5 seconds faster than the author time. So this is map number 1. Let's reset that from the beginning with the lags. It has a lot of speed slides, I think. So let's check it out. Map number 1, what do they do? So, first of all, the speed slide there makes a lot of sense. Then this no slide to get around and get a nice line into this tube. Then small speed slide there, another one here, pretty much middle skids, and then tight into the finish. Okay, so basically the main aspects of this is speed slide right here, so they get a speed slide on the transition up the hill. Then this is completely normal, just drive pretty much, then speed slide out of this looping, and then start another one on this hill. Just keep it all the way and then inside finish. You don't even need to speed slide for this, just inside finish, very important. The lines are always even more important than the actual speed slides on those kind of maps. But yeah, speed slides in the end, like once you have the lines down, they will gain a lot of time. Hello. Nadeo, I am recording a video here! Nadeo! Load the thing! God damn it! Hello, thank you, appreciate it. There we go, dropped with the world record on map number 2. Let's take a look what he is doing. No slide the entire thing. Okay, perfect. And then another no slide here. Speed sliding on the dirt, very important. Now I wonder on the last turn, are they going to go over the sand or not? Another no slide here, that's crazy. Do not go over the sand there. Okay, yeah, a lot of no slides on this one. Map number 2. So, long no slide here, pretty much all the way. They stop steering at one point right here because of the gear. You need to stop steering there, otherwise you get a gear down. Then just jump, I guess, that works. Get a nice inside line here. Probably can no slide that exit as well. Would be a bit faster maybe, I think. And then just speed sliding here all the way across. And then this no slide is nasty. Like that's something for sure. Alright, let's check out map number 3 now. That was map 2. White map's always a bit more simple. Let's check out the next one. Here we go. Records are loading again as well. We're following a Sapi on this one. Of course, a very smooth transition there at the start. Get the gear. Then a bit of speed sliding, wiggling around the grass. Get the gear early there. Ooh, that's tough. That is tough. Then just a long slide. Just keep the line all the way. On grass, pretty much you want to slide as little as possible, usually, which gives you the best speed slide angle. Here at the start, they go down, do a bit of a wiggle, and then they get the gear early, like right here, they get the gear. No slide around there, then slide here again, smooth into this. You wanna take a little bit of the banking right here to get a low line and still keep grip. Again, gear shift here. Like that's why he's straightening out. He's getting a gear shift from 4th to 5th. And then just long slide. Just hold the line all the way into the finish. Okay, that's map number 3. Map 4. Oh, the timer background was still there. That is true. I forgot about that. Thank you, fixed. Okay, next map. This was the sausage map here. In the white series, so let's take a look. Sausage map with a few jumps and then water as well. So it's always important to get a lot of speed into these water sections because you can't really gain anything there, you're just driving. Okay, jumping across there, probably without name tags, it's a little bit easier to see. Yeah, that's a pretty simple map, I think. I don't think there's much to talk about on this one. Just clean, you just keep the grip here, go inside, then very low jump here. This is the most important thing, I think, that they are dropping down and jumping low. Sideways a little bit as well. Just get as much speed as possible here. Then this small slide there as well, jump across. And then just good speed through the last turn. Just hold the line, don't jump in the sausage. I think it's the most important part there on map 4. Alright, next one. 25.9. That's actually way faster here on this one than second place by Frank the Hamster. Let's see. So they are cutting over that part there. That's what I thought. Don't tell me they're wiggling. Oh no. Ice wiggles, are they back? Oh god. Okay. Big wall right turn there. Drop down. Okay. And then, yeah, they do the flick. They do the flick and inside ice slide. Oh, that's a clean run, to be honest. That is a very clean run. So yeah, at the start, just drop down normal, then they go inside here on the lamp, which is a bit quicker. He does a wiggle here, but you can see it doesn't gain that much over the others who aren't wiggling. Then just go across here, just keep the line. Now very wide setup into this wall ride, that's important. You want to be close to the right line there, so that you have a lower, more inside line here into the wall ride to keep a bit more speed. And then this. Turning into this, they just turn in 90 degrees and then turn out again. You can see the inputs on the top. I think there was also a small brake tap there as well. And then just super inside ice slide. You do not want to drive the wall ride. It's like you get more speed by driving the wall ride there, but what for, right? The finish is right there. Just get as inside as possible into it. Then we hop to map number 6. This is a remake from Trackmania 2, BO6 apparently. Had a very Trackmania 2 vibe. You could immediately tell that this was by Puppy Jumpy, who built all of the Trackmania 2 maps from 2013. Older Trackmania game. Wide line there and then finish. Now the thing is, you can watch the world record here. You could also just watch the world record on the Trackmania 2 version and look how they drive it there. I think there are a few nuances on this one that make it a little bit different and make it stand out. First of all, here at the start, right to left at the very end of the jump here to get a bit of a nosedive, land early. Land on the right side. You want to jump on the side of the sausage here because less airtime. You land a little bit early on the grass, can accelerate earlier again. Then here just drift, keep grip on that, to then drop down into the platform below and then just one drift pretty much. Keep the speed and just clean line around here, no side finish. Pretty simple map to be honest. Alright, let's check out map number 7 now, a dirt map. Let's see it. Okay. So, bit of a nose slide there, another nose slide. Yeah, it's a Granadi world record, of course. He's nose sliding around there. Oh my god, that's so much speed. That's so much speed with that outside line. Oh boy. Okay. This, I assume, also is nose slide, but this time with a slide. Yeah, small airtime reduction there as well on the side of the dirt. And then a big jump into the finish with a flip. Okay, this is sick. Dude, what a sick map. Oh my god, this is really cool. First of all, left, right here again to get a lower jump, land earlier. You see might run there with a different line, losing out in comparison. There's one person here, who's going for the slide into no side, but he does lose out on a lot of speed against the others, where it's just no side around here. You can release a little bit as well, might still be faster. Jump on the sides here just to land early on the dirt blocks. And here, just good outside line. Left side here to reduce airtime again as well. There's a lot of airtime reduction tricks here. Also landing on the right side there to land a little bit earlier and then flip into the finish. That probably doesn't save that much time even, but it's cool. Definitely not needed for the author time, that's for sure. And now, a map that I was waiting for, map 08. Why are they all going left? Are you kidding me? Of course they're all going left. Okay, let's see. Left to the right side. So they're getting a lot of speed to overjump everything here and then overjump into the finish as well. Honestly, this is a pretty simple line. I think most people can replicate this, even in rounds, I think. So they're jumping here to the left to set up a very nice line on the platform after this. They're overturning here a little bit. That's interesting to see. So they land here. And they're overturning now. Like you see, he's turning way more than he actually needs to. Like he has an angle to go there, but he actually wants to go here. He's overturning to land earlier in this drop. To just lose a little bit of speed that way. And then just land here, get enough speed to just barely clear the jump. That's always optimal. And then yeah, just jump up to the checkpoint and finish. Pretty simple map to be honest, once you learn that. I don't think it's really much 08, to be honest. Like, you don't really have to luck on that map. It's very consistent. Okay, map 09. Let's check it out. Plastic full speed map, kind of. A lot of fast-paced maps in the start of the campaign here for sure. The army a little bit behind here, but I think now gets more speed at this exit. More inside line as well. A drop down, just clean lines. Like, this is what I said earlier as well on another kind of full speed grass map. You just want to have the smallest amount of slides possible. So you want to slide at all times to speed slide to gather speed, but the slide angle needs to be as small as you can. So here, like, he's barely sliding, right? Then inside line here, smooth line. Then he does a lot of the churning on this wall web block by going higher up. That way he doesn't have to steer that much once he comes down out of this wall right. Like right here, he already has the inside line as he's coming out. Very important. And then here, just inside as well, just keep the speed. The same thing with this one as well. He gets out of it already facing the right direction. Yeah, pretty simple map once you do those kind of lines. Alright, and the next one, the final green map, Eastful with a world record. So, looks like it's gonna be kind of a tech map. That's usually what he strives for. So, going up here, small jump, inside line here. Land early. Very inside there. Just stay on the platform, don't jump early. I was wondering about that. Yeah, inside drift here and then just keep the speed. It's a pretty simple map, to be honest. Pretty big difference right now between first and the other players. By Eastful here. But yeah, just they go a little bit lower here into this. Then inside on this, very important. And then just here, go inside, still make the jump, like barely make the. Oh, that was the wrong. That was the wrong direction. I wanted to slow-mo it. That was the wrong direction. You wanna just land as early as possible here. Inside line on this, like look at how inside he jumps to the left. Like he's jumping to the left the most out of everybody. And with that he has the best setup for this last turn, where he really nails it, so much speed through there. Actually, how did he not crash? How in the world did Eastful not crash here? So close. But actually I should say that about Macris rather. He was even closer. And then just clean lines here into the finish. Alright, that was the green series. Let's hop into the blue series now. Let's see what they do on this one. 34.97 versus a 0.99 by Stutz. Really close. Going up here. And then they're cutting. Okay. That's interesting. So this is a part. Yeah, there you see my PB. Okay. What are they doing now? Through the tree and the wheel. Okay, that's sick. That is sick. Okay, then after this, just drop down here, drop down onto the checkpoint, drift around, and then finish. Okay, this is really interesting because, is this less distance actually? You keep the grip here a little bit more. You have a little bit of a smaller jump. Once the goals come in here, you can see the difference. So basically, it's like a big turnaround here, right? I am going to the right, they are going to the left. I probably don't have the best run for the comparison because I only tried to get the auto time. But you see now they come back here, but they have more speed. That's the defining difference. So my turn right here that I'm doing, turning around like this, and then jumping up with the nose steer, driving over the penalty, you just don't have a lot of speed. Like, look at how much more speed they have. Like, that's the big difference why this cut is faster. That's interesting, honestly. I wonder if that's intentional. Because that is a very obvious thing. Like, that's the first thing you would ever try on this map here, if you were trying to search for a cut. Interesting strats there as well. Some people going with a jump into the dirt, some people trying to do it smooth. This would be very hard in rounds, though. How are we doing this in rounds? I guess he could jump left side of the reset as well. I wonder if anybody does that. Can we see? If we go a little bit behind here. No, they all jump through the gap. Ooh, that will be tricky in rounds. That will be very tricky. But yeah, then just here keep the speed, and then it's just basically one simple drift here into the finish. Just keep speed around this, and it's pretty simple. Alright, next one. Okay, bobsleigh. A trick, of course, with the world record. So I wonder if I can analyze that much on this, because it is a bobsleigh. I have a very good first try. That was my first time finishing the map, and I got 130th somehow. But definitely a lot more possible here, getting the start a little bit smoother. I think that is very important. With bobsleigh, it's always just about keeping a lot of speed and a nice line into the next bobsleigh section. This part here is pretty simple, I think. And then into here as well. I think the most important part is the... Okay, this ending is pretty tough. But yeah, the most important part is the start. So what they do at the start is they turn left early, and they go much earlier into the bobsleigh. And then they turn here into this. So they have a bit more of an angle to the right earlier than me. And with that they have a bit more speed. And what they also have is that they go up here a little bit later. And now they have this downwards movement into the bobsleigh, into the downhill. If you compare that with my line, for example. This was my run that I did earlier. So also just doing the normal bobsleigh here, but I'm down now and then I jump, you know? And that costs a lot of speed. Just look at how much speed this costs in comparison with the others. So right here I jump, they keep grip, and way more speed for them. Way more speed. That's the big difference, I think. And then it's basically just snowballing the speed throughout the rest of the map. Like this bobsleigh turn here I think is very normal. This one here as well, you just go in and you steer. You can see the steering movements on the top as well. And then this one is a bit tricky because here they steer, then they... Oh, never mind, they just keep steering. They just hold and it just works. Okay, never mind. It's gonna be difficult here, I think, to stay low in this one, but yeah, they just keep steering. Okay. I guess you should just try to keep steering as well. It's, that turn there is gonna be a bit hard to stay low though, in the line. Next one! 30.3 on this one. Wait, that's so close for the records. I mean, makes sense. It's a TMNF remake. So yeah, the start. This is a TMNF remake, A13. We're going to the right now, though, instead of to the left. Small difference. Yeah, drift into no slide there. Okay, that's interesting. You just want a lot of speed here, so it makes sense. Is that it? That's the entire map. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well. Dude, Sick had an insane ending. Wait, he's going wide in the start to get more speed up the hill. Is that worth it? He like went a little bit wider for more speed. Or was he just yak? No, it doesn't really seem to be worth it, to be honest. Releases there as well. Did you just have the... He's speed sliding there a little bit? What? And he releases here as well. Okay, that's completely different lines. And then inside line here. And then he also does a sideways. This is completely different, and they are 1,000th apart from each other. Completely different lines here. But yeah, also a counter steer here, but he had a small slide there. Or am I just yak? Wait a second. Because this doesn't actually make sense. I think the other lines from the other goals just perfectly aligned. Yeah, no, there's normal no slide. He had a bit of a late counter steer, I think. Yeah, a little bit of a late counter steer for him, but still got good speed. And then small release there, and then just clean inside line for the finish. Aussie Holycone, thank you so much for 2 years, tier 3. Insane. Thank you so much. Okay, this one I am really looking forward to. What are they doing on this one? What are they doing? So, this was also my first try on the Discovery. This one was really good. So just as early of a landing as possible. Then drive around here, inside line, keep the speed into that wall rate as well. Yeah, these quarter pipe jumps need to be so precise. Yoyano's behind right now, but he does gain here in the drift, I assume. That's a little bit better. One more quarter pipe jump. Oh my god, that was so sick, his last quarter pipe jump. And then full speed ending. Oh my god, and he gets the overtake. I think Turtled was a little bit sideways on the very last pipe here when you go through the booster. And because of that he got less speed. You see how he gets less speed? What a snipe, actually. Yeah, you wanna be more middle on the thing. Probably one small release is also not that bad either. But yeah, thank you so much, Holycone, again. You got baited by the message. Unlucky. Thank you again so much. Okay. Now this one, it's a multi-lap map with 2 different routes. Okay, the start is just full speed, that's good to know. Small drift here, keep the speed. World record by Jobski on this one with a .49. High up in the grass wall wide, drop down. Another grass wall right here, just stay low. Great camera there. And now you get the finish and you drive the map in reverse. So it's a multi-lap track, but both the laps are different, which is very interesting. So far, it's pretty much just the simple lines though. Like it's very simple drift grass map, I would say. Yeah, it's very simple. You just need to optimize the lines. Here it's a slide now to go a bit more inside there and then finish. I mean, the start is full speed here, this turn is full speed, and then you just turn a little bit here for the drift, just get around, then this here as well. There's no real tricks on this map, it's just get around. Then on the grass wall ride you always want to be as high as possible. This grass wall ride you want to be as low as possible in comparison. Because they're shaped differently, of course. You get easier around that way if you go high in this next one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think this map is fairly simple, just drive, pretty much. Alright, that's it with the blue series. Let's hop into the red series now. Okay, here we go. Jobski with 2 world records in a row. And this one actually a world record by 3/10. This one I'm super interested in. So is it a no side? Yes. I said that in my discovery as well. That this would be a no side. So first of all, they go a lot higher up here. With the penalty, I think there's 2 different lines it looks like. One line where you go over the grass with more speed then, the lower line, or this higher line where you then get the penalty. Okay, they do jump there. I was wondering about that as well. They jump a little bit over the penalty to get more speed, to keep more speed over that. Penalty turn right here as well, turn around like this, and then bounce there. Oh, that's clever. I like that. I like that. And also does the inside. No way. That's faster? I did say that as well, and he was like clueless in my chat earlier when I said, ooh, you could maybe go inside at the ending. I want to see second place now, the difference. Okay, that's cool. This is an interesting map. So he goes inside here and then no side. It's definitely a no side, you can tell. You just snap it to the no side. You need to steer like probably 60-70% there. Then here, you wanna get a good drift. This is really important. Good drift here, lots of speed so that you are able to jump on the inside. If you don't get this jump, you're losing a lot because the penalty will slow you down massively otherwise. That's normal speed, it's so slow. Then around here, same thing with this next turn here as well. You just want a lot of speed through this. Mad Lighting didn't get it really that good, so he got overtaken. But then this is interesting. You wanna enter this one far on the left so that your car bounces a little bit. You don't want it smooth. And then the ending coming up here as well also goes inside. Just navigate through the trees. You can nose-set a bit earlier, I think, there. It's a bit hard to nose-set on penalty grass. It's a bit lower grip, I feel like, sometimes. Well, there you go. Next one, it's map 17, another 3/10 gap between first place and second place by, I have no idea, Chouyi. Never heard that name before in my life, but got the world record here. Oh, let's check it out. Basically just a simple dirt map it looks like at the start here. Yeah, then jumping down here. Oh, that's sick, that outside dirt. That is so scary. Okay, outside dirt here as well. Keep a lot of speed. That part was really good by him. Now another outside. Yeah, this is the outside dirt map. I don't think I will enjoy this one that much, to be honest. A lot of outside dirt parts in this one. Just want to gather as much speed as possible. Then drive up here to the left, then into the finish. Yeah, this map is pretty simple. This could be like a couple of a day, a simple couple of a day, to be honest. I think this is probably one of the most boring maps to me personally. Maybe it's a good map for some people to learn, but for me personally, it's probably one of the most boring maps. You just kind of drive on this one. This part here is insane though, like jumping down here and then the perfect outside line, not crashing there. That's important, that gains a lot of time, but it's hard. Then here, also setting up for an outside line as well, full speeding. You don't want to be too far outside at the exit here. He goes low early, so that he doesn't have to steer that much at the exit on the next dirt block. Then here also outside, then inside here to get a good amount of speed onto the next part. And the last turn is, I think, also just simple. You just drive, and then yeah, we come up to the finish soon. One more dirt turn here, very inside there, so that you get a good angle and speed up the hill after, and that's map 17. Very simple. Alright, and now map 18. This is the sausage tag map, linked with the world record. It's a tech player, of course, not surprised about that. So let's take a look at the world record by Link, 200s ahead of Scary. So, start pretty normal, just a small jump into the drift there. Then full speed around the turn here, another drift to the right, keep good amount of speed, high line there. Jump over the engine off. I think it's pretty easy actually. If you get a good drift before, it should be fairly easy to make that. Small hop, keep grip. Another hop here over the engine off, I mean. Drive across there, keeping grip on all of those platforms. All of those transitions. And then... oh no. Oh my god, what a snipe. Ain't no way. Oh... he lost so much at the end. Could have been world record. Could have been world record there. Unlucky. But yeah, so what he does here, first of all, jump into this for the drift. Very important. Then gets a line where he can immediately go into the nose slide left and get this low. This is very important, getting that turn low. And here as well, good speed. You wanna really hit the apex here of the turn. And then let the car go wide. Let the car go wide, and also here, wide line on this drop down, on this downhill to keep the grip. Then here, just jump pretty much, keeping grip there as well. Wide line here, good speed so that you hop there, keeping grip in these sections, not too important. Same thing here, they're going from the right side. It's kinda interesting actually. You can see the different lines between the players there. So Jake right here on the left, he's jumping into this, whereas Link and Scary, they're doing it a little bit smoother on the side. Then here, just a simple drift as well. Just try to carry as much speed as possible while not jumping out of the map. And then finish jump. Very low, very inside, as you can see. Okay, pretty simple one. Map 19 now, let's check it out. Kevin with the world record. It's an ice map, of course. Ice and a little bit of road parts in between. So, this start, you want to get a very tight eyesight here, and I think you want to probably be 90 degrees to get the snap. There you go. You want to be perfectly 90 degrees, get the snap out of the dirt, get as much exit speed as possible. Then penalty, reactor boost here, keeps a lot of speed. Left side on this for wide setup. Does he overtake with that? He goes so inside. That's crazy that works. Then drift setup here as well to the right. Into a drift. Do they go inside? No, they do not. They do not go over the penalty. Then one last eyesight here. And a natural exit onto the booster into the finish. Okay. Interesting map. So, at the start, they go very inside here, over the snow even. Here as well, also over the snow a little bit. Now, this is crucial. See how they are perfectly like 90 degrees and they're just holding press forward and right. They're just holding the ice slide, pretty much. And because of this, if they are 90 degrees like this, you want to be 90 degrees, a little bit more than 90 degrees usually. You get the snap where you don't lose any speed, pretty much. Like, you see how fast it is? And then just keeping the speed all the way. Small drift here to the right. Just good speed on this, really. Penalty with the reactor boost. Just keep speed. Then another hop here into an ice set again. Inside line. Here is the same thing as well. The water behaves the same way as the dirt earlier, but I don't think you don't need to be 90 degrees on this one, I think. You can be less than 90 degrees here and still get the snap. On the water. I think that one is a little bit more lenient. Then drift here, just try to keep as much speed as possible. And then here, interesting that they go wide. Don't go over the penalty, and then also keeping grip. And then here, just hold the ice slide and try to get this natural ice exit where you don't have to steer anything. Like, if you look at his inputs, like he's only steering press forward and left pretty much, right? Like maybe a small brake tap here or there. If you just get the angle right on the entry, then that's all you have to do. All right. Corny with the next world record. Is it the Bugside map? Of course, it's the Bugside map and Corny has the world record. Let's take a look at this one. Okay, setting up for the Bugside like this. Very inside. Early exit there for exit speed. Now Wetwood actually is behind the other players here in the start. But gets good speed there out of the Wetwood. Did he go intentionally unsmooth into that to not jump as far? That's interesting, okay. And then here another Bugside setup, very inside there, keeping a lot of speed. I think keeping speed there is going to be really tough. Inside line here, you basically just need to turn. Then with the booster here and also just inside, hold the Bugside into the finish. Actually, he didn't hold it, okay. Interesting, he can just get the exits good enough. So he kept grip here in the start a little bit more than the others, but wasn't really worth it. Where you just want to hold the Bugside as long as possible and then counter steer. So these counter steers are very important. So he counter steers before he leaves the brake, in this case. Then Redwood, just want to have the right angle to get a lot of speed out of this. And then here, this. He's unsmooth, and with that I think he might jump a bit further left. At least that's the attempt, I think. Well, I think that's what he's trying. Because you want to jump as far left as possible here, of course. Also, this exit is so important. Keeping speed on this exit is so crucial. Just have to have the right timing there with the Bugside exit. Same thing here as well. Bugside exit on this one is so important that you get it fast. Here again, if you look at the inputs, holding and then back to turning right. So much speed. This one here is very simple. You just turn, pretty much. He does a small brake tap in between as well, but I don't think it gained that much. And then the last turn, just Bugside into the finish. You can hold the Bugside as well. I'm not sure what is going to be faster. But that is the Red Series completed. Okay, there's only 5 more maps to look at. Let's take a look on map 21, one of the harder author times of the campaign for sure. Sky with a world record, of course, old school tech player. This map was apparently played, or this is a remake of a map that was played in the World Cyber Games from 2009. Over 15 years ago at this point. This was a competitive map there. That's very interesting. And it definitely feels like that as well. It's a very old school type of tech map. Smooth transitions there, it just clean drifts pretty much. Holding the drift here is quite important. Yeah, I think Sky can still gain a lot on this one probably as well. This is early stages of this map here. Inside drift there, interesting. Very important to get good speed out of this uphill. Drift around here. And then, do they go inside or outside finish? They go outside on the pole. Okay, so what can we say about this one? Obviously, first of all, start full speed inside is doable. Then drift here, you just want to exit with good amount of speed and then be able to get the next parts good. Then here also want to go pretty inside actually, so you don't have to release for the wall on the left. So basically the apex that you have to look for is this wall here, you know, the wall on the left side. That's what you have to look for on that turn. Then this is interesting, they do a small pre-drift, as I also imagined as well. So they get a little bit of a better angle, like right here they pre-drift. So they have a better angle coming into this turn, you know. And they have to steer a little bit less. Then here, very simple drift yet again. All of these drifts are super slow. Very different, definitely, to what we see nowadays. Also, this turn, very important. No slide, he just jumps, air brake, no slide into this. Drift around here. Then this, you hold. So you just try to brake in a rhythm so that you just barely hold the slide. Bit tricky, but you can make it work with a bit of practice. And here, just good speed. That was a good drift. Early speed drift here to get good exit speed on this. Then this one here, barely a drift. I don't think he even taps the brake on this one. I think he just jumps into the slide and has the right angle, pretty much. Yeah, he doesn't brake at all. You just jump into the angle and then you get around the turn. And then just one more drift here into the finish line, get it nice and tight, and that's a 57.3 on map 21. Okay, here we go. Now, map 22, Suzui with 7/10 faster than second place. What is Suzui doing? Oh my god. Okay, I think this is the mudslide map. So first of all, they jump to the right side at the beginning. That's interesting. Right side of the pole, that's tough. Then outside dirt here, makes a lot of sense. Into the drift turn here, just a normal drift turn. Nothing to see. Inside line here. Do they go inside on this as well for the upper? Yes, they do. I thought that as well. Inside line here. Now, mudslide. What does he do? Goes so inside. An early exit as well. Wow, okay, interesting. Then just inside here as well on the plastic, up the hill. Very interesting map. Up here, small air brake at the exit. Jump into the grass. Inside line on the grass here to the left. Alright, and then this one brakes a lot to go super inside. Look at those lines. Dude, those are some interesting lines. We have never seen this technique being used on a campaign map. But this is a sick jump, to be honest, that works. Barely works. I don't know if we will be able to do that in rounds. Ah, surely. We'll be fine. Then here. Simple drift. I want to really look at the inputs now, what he does. So yeah, here, inside line, and then inside line here is where you're basically taking this as a wall ride up the hill to get around a bit quicker. Then left side, drift around here, and then this. So what does he do, really? Let's look at this in slow motion. So he goes into it, holds right, just holds right inside. That's all he does. Just counters too early. I think the most important thing here is the exit speed. So he just gets a nice inside turn and gets good exit speed. That's the most important thing, the exit speed, that he doesn't have to steer at the exit. That's the major thing there, that gains some time. And then this is pretty simple, just normal driving, just keep the speed. Everything is standard stuff that we've seen on other maps already. And then the ending. The ending was different. So he drops down here, now he turns right, and he already brakes now. You're way too fast for this turn. You're way too fast. So he's braking now already. And now he gets the super inside. He's just holding right pretty much. Now counter steers early. No brake taps, interestingly. And then braking here. But he's not tapping, he's just holding it to go more inside. And then into the finish. That's a sick ending. I want to see that in full speed again. Now that we've watched it in slow motion. So brake there. Inside line, counter steer. Brake again to go more inside. And finish. That's insane. That is insane. Alright. Next map, number 23, 53.2 by Kninche. Close one on this one, actually. Now, so this was a penalty reactor boost map. Let's take a look at what they're doing. So, small hop there, very inside line here. Very inside line, to be honest. Now onto the castle dirt. Nice that they used these blocks as well. Bit of a nose hit at the exit. Ice. Now, do they do anything special here? No, they just stay above the castle. Inside line there because of the penalty. That's interesting as well. Okay. At this point, Roquette is far in the lead, actually. But Kninche will come back towards the ending. Outside dirt line there, over the fragile. Small jump into here. Inside line, get the downhill. Oh, there you go. Different line there through the woods. That's sick. Okay, I like that line, to be honest. That's interesting. And then also way more speed there. Hop across here and into the finish. Okay, that's cool. That's good to see. Okay, I want to see Roquette start because he had the best one. So jump here just inside, like super inside around there. Hold the line, just normal dirt around here, they snap into a nose. You can see here he's nose sliding, and that got him a lot of speed. That he keeps through this. Then also here, just inside, he gets a little bit of a hop there as well to skip a bit of the penalty, I think. Just goes super inside here. Another nose slide snap, as you can see there. Then inside line through this, and now let's switch to Kninche again on this part. Because from here on, he gains a little bit, I think. So outside dirt line here, a bit of a nose slide there again as well. Then just jump low here, and now this line. So he found a route to go through this. Interesting. I think the guy behind him actually does a different line as well. Wait, let me see. It's James. Let's check it out. I think he also does another different line. Let's see this. Yeah, he's going to the full right of this. And then on the left of the tree. There's so many different lines here. I really want to know which one is the fastest. I mean, it's definitely not the original line that Roquette did. But yeah, we'll see which one of these will be the best. And then hop here. It's very important that you get a lot of speed out of this section, especially. At this point, James is ahead. How does Roquette overtake? Oh, it's the gear. It's a gear switch. They gear up to 5th here on the very last platform. And he had that a little bit worse than Roquette. Roquette got a little bit better and also lower jump to the finish. But there you go. That's map 23. 2 maps left. Interesting. Alright, Fliffle with an insane world record on this one as well. So far at 49.8. And I still have a top 15 from my author time run, apparently. So inside line here, drop down as slow as possible. Nice quarter pipe jump there as well. Now the wood is just simple. This is probably full speed, just jump onto the platform. Inside line, okay. Inside of that tree, that's interesting. Across here, quarter pipe jump. Oh, that was sick. He's barely even touching the checkpoint trigger there. Then jump onto the plastic, inside line here as well, onto the dirt. Smooth transition there. Probably a bit of a wider line here to take a little bit of the wall ride. Goes very wide here for, I assume, either because he messed up or because he wants to get more speed. I'm not sure. I think he already had a massive distance here already against everyone else. His start was just that good. But yeah, here, he barely even keeps grip. Dude, that was so close to not keeping grip. Oh man, okay. Let's look at this. So what does he do? First of all, the start, different line here than the others. The others are jumping actually. That's weird. Why are they jumping? Because you can make the jump smooth from the left side as well. Maybe they never tried it, or maybe the old world records were doing the different line. Interesting though. Interesting that they did that. Also then smooth landing here. Do they get more speed than him maybe? Let me see, let me check. So they are jumping like this. This is definitely a lot easier to do it like this. And then keeping grip there. Huh. But slower. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Maybe you can do both at once and that will be faster then? Interesting lines. Really interesting lines here. Okay, let's see Fliffle again. Let's see Fliffle again for the next part. Yeah, this is really important. Just keeping the speed here and then outside on this. Fascinating. Like, it's definitely not worth it slowing down if you don't make the turn to the left. This I need to see. How are you getting the checkpoint? You barely even see the trigger. Dude, that was so low. That was as low as humanly possible, man. And just inside line here, very nice. Smooth transition here as well onto the platform. And then finish. There you go. Okay. Nice one. Okay. One more map remaining. Let's check it out. It is map 25 Glue Sniffer with the world record of .008. Let's take a look at what they do. So, start. This is very important, by the way, because I think this is the hardest author time. This run is only a second in front of the author time on this track. Let's take a look. So the start, they don't do an air brake, it looks like, but they still get a good. Do they really not air brake? Yeah, no, late air brake, and that gives the best downhill here, or best landing into that downhill. Then around like this, inside line, and yo, hey Diablo, also with 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much. Welcome. Thank you. Oh wait, what did I do here? Drift around like this, keep the grip. That's very good. Then jumping up here, smooth line, into the wood. And keeping grip there. Very important to keep the grip there and the good speed around this. Thank you very much. Then smooth transition there. Ignore the sign. Like whatever you do, once you come to this part right here, ignore that down arrow. I don't know who placed this, but it should be here. I don't know what that is. But yeah, then inside line here with the drift. Good speed on this. Very important to get good speed onto the penalty. Then bit of a low jump there. That was good with the booster. Then across here, just speed. This is full speed. Drift here. You want to probably be low on this next transition to get a good amount of speed out of this, and then a finish. Alright. Yeah, a bit of a sideways jump at the finish here. You could see that he's jumping a bit to the right, more than you would need to, so he lands a little bit earlier. And then the nice flip into the finish. That flip honestly works really well. So, any special things to note here? So first of all, the air brake timing gains a bit of time. And here, just want to be as inside as possible. I think they do a small drift, or pre-drift as well there. Then it's so important to get this line with a small drift tab to get around here full speed and still keep grip. Like that part right here, this drift and then keeping full speed on the uphill is so important for the exit speed. Then here, jumping the air brake to get a bit of a smoother landing. Just jump straight here and now clean transition onto the plastic. You want to do the majority of this turn on the wood, but still keep grip on the plastic here to not jump unnecessarily. Then into this. Now very important as well to go like this into the wood, because they land earlier in the wood that way. Wood has higher acceleration at this speed than platform, or air especially, so they get a little bit more speed that way. Then yeah, smooth transition here, drift, you just want to keep a lot of speed, wide line. I don't think Glucifer got it perfectly here. Then here goes high up early to turn left, so that he jumps a little bit lower here than the others. You can see that he lands a little bit later. Take the booster, still smooth, and then just drive pretty much. This part is basically just normal driving. Goes very inside for this drift setup here. Not sure if maybe a bit more inside here would be better. I'm not sure. It depends on how much the speed is worth it. And then just clean jump and one more flip into the finish, and that is the entire spring 2025 campaign. I think this was quite useful for me. Hopefully it was useful for you as well, to get some insight on what you can do on these tracks, how to go a little bit faster. Hopefully that was helpful. Definitely helpful for me. I'm gonna be hopping into matchmaking now, and surely that will be worth it. The only thing you need to know is the world record lines, surely. Just drive the world record lines, easy. But yeah, I think there's quite a few interesting strats in a few of the maps. Definitely an easier campaign for sure, I have to say. The author times are also a little bit easier besides map 25. Map 25 is the final boss, I would say. Map 21 is also decently hard. All of the other ones were mostly doable, I think, especially once you learn the maps a little bit more. But yeah, fun campaign, I think. Good for learning the game. I think the campaign is specifically targeted for people who started playing through the weekly shorts and now want to play the full game as well. And for that, it's a very good introduction, I think. Okay, quick addendum. Apparently there's a cut on map 23 found after I did the discovery earlier. Let's take a look at what Appa is doing. Where is he going? Reroute through the checkpoint here. Other way around has reactor now. Reroute through this as well. And then drops down here. That's faster? Wait, that looks so doable. Nobody found it until now. He's 4 times ahead. Okay. Author time wasn't easy enough apparently, yeah? Now it's even easier. Damn, new world record just happened with a new cut. Crazy. Okay, ending is probably just the normal sweat here, yeah. Okay, is there anything actually difficult in this? He just drives to the left. Then up in here, small backside. Like, you can do this in rounds. The drop down here is a bit weird, for sure. Like, getting this drop perfectly. But, like, honestly, this is drivable. Like, I can just try this real quick here as well. So, like, you just go left like this. I don't know why he hit the tree. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Then you go through this backside there. That was not ideal, obviously. And then into the checkpoint. Break. Drop down here. And they are the world records. And I'm 1 second ahead of my own PB. Yeah. Yeah, now just drive that a little bit better. And easy author time. Or also world record, to be honest, right now. Okay, nice one. There you go. That is the full campaign discovery now. Once again, quick addendum.